Paul, are you cautiously optimistic? Are you optimistic? Why are you? Why I think the?
No, I was just complaining today and talking to some friends on Twitter because now everyone is cautiously optimistic. You know, all the big money managers around the world, they're cautiously optimistic. The market is like nearly 10% up for the first 6 weeks of the year, so now everyone is cautiously optimistic. All the people who said we were going to hell in a handbasket last year are now cautiously optimistic. It's such a rubbish phrase.
Can I ask you this phrase? I mean, I've only really been in the markets for, say, around 6 years. Has this phrase been around way before then, this whole cautiously optimistic view of the markets?
It's extremely common, and in fact, it's almost like one of those sort of truisms that people say, you know, I'm cautiously optimistic, because to say I'm wildly bullish and optimistic sounds like you're some kind of retard. So cautiously optimistic sounds like you're a deep thinker. And the only guy that I've seen this year who's come out with something fresher and more original is my friend Nick Dawes, who's the editor of the Mail and Guardian. When he was looking at this year, he said he was cautiously pessimistic. Which is like, so I guess what he meant by that is he's pessimistic, but he's only cautiously so. So he might turn optimistic at a later stage.
Well, okay, well, there we go. All right, so interesting stats revealed.
Yes. No, this was at an Investec countrywide thing they've been doing, where they've been traveling around giving their view on the year ahead. And you know those statistics people throw out about new generation stuff. What they've discovered is that there are 4.7 billion cell phones in the world. And that's amazing, right? Because that means if you count out the kids, well, I don't know, maybe the kids have got lots of phones these days, but 4.7 billion, that's like a lot. But then somebody pointed out in the study of theirs that 4.7 billion cell phones exceeds the number of toothbrushes that there are in the world. So I'm thinking, you know, that's why halitosis is a global crisis, because there are more cell phones than toothbrushes. And if there are that many toothbrushes, how many people in the world have ever used dental floss? I'm telling you, it's only a couple of 100 million.
Are you talking about product conversion? I mean, can we have like a digital...
You see, it's like a commercial opportunity. So maybe there could be like a brush that comes out the bottom of the cell phones. Yes.
What else are you looking at, Paul?
Well, the story of the week is doubtless the sea lion. The sea lion on the Cape Town waterfront that bit Shakira's hand. I'm sure you've heard about this.
She went close because she thought it was cute, so she wanted to see it.
Yes, but the real reason apparently was that the sea lion thought that her blackberry was a fish, okay? So I'm not sure, was it the smell? Was it the fact that the lens of the blackberry looks a bit like a dead fish's eye? Was it those nasty little buttons on the blackberry that look a bit like fish scales? It's an honest mistake. You know, it's an honest mistake.
Paul, careful, I have a BlackBerry. Could you please calm down on the insults there? Next week, the budget.
Oh, yes.
Really big. George Glinos.
Which day of the week is it?
Wednesday. George Glinos was saying how dry it is. What are you?
No, it's just huge. I don't think I'm going to be able to sleep this weekend. I'm going to be looking at last year's budget and getting excited and wondering how it's going to be different this year, etc., etc.
Thank you so much, Paul, for these insightful words ahead of the weekend. Much appreciated for your time.